Fun fact number 55, I think I mentioned it in What's Meant to Be Will Be, but fun fact number 55 is hindsight's 2020. And I forgot to mention what is meant to be will be the fact that somebody pressured my mom so I would be an abortion. She had a son, she had a daughter. My mom did. My parents did. And I was there. And the person who raised my mom said I should be an abortion. This is a highly Catholic person who is raising my mom who said that I should be an abortion and pressured my mom to get an abortion. My mom started bleeding in her 3rd month and thought she was going to lose me and prayed to God that she wouldn't lose me. Found out she had a thyroid issue and started taking thyroid. Stopped bleeding and had me. The person who wanted me to be an abortion, I was her favorite. So there you go. But I also know people who have had abortions and had a child. Wanted a child and lost it in the 5th, 6th month. I miscarried many, many times. I wanted 3 children, I got 1. So, and I tried really, really hard. So that goes back to what's meant to be will be. In hindsight being 2020, sometimes we don't understand. We think it's the worst thing that's happening to us in that moment. Tears our heart apart. I tell you, every time I miscarried, even thinking about it, I feel like crying. I had some really, really awful miscarriages when I was over 3 months old, over 3 months pregnant. I gained a lot of weight every time. I looked into adoption. I looked into foster adopting, and my partner in life at that time would say they wanted to do it, and then when it was time to do it and actually do the work to make it happen, and we had almost all our ducks in a row to make it happen, would change their mind or put on the brakes. And so those things never happened. And now I understand why. Now I understand why. And even though I wish my sister would have survived, she's been gone 10 years now. And even though I wish she was here now, what was best for her was not to have seen everything that happened the last 10 years. It would have been too much. And she was having a hard time with aging as well. So aging, getting old is not for the weak, not for the faint of heart. So I understand why it happened now, hindsight being 2020, and we can go back to the airplane missing the flight analogy for the hindsight 2020. But you can use that for so many other things in your life. So in the moment when you're feeling the pain and your heart's ripped out and you're crying out to whatever God you pray to, well, then that goes back to, for me, as I don't pray for when somebody's ill and they say, oh, pray for them. You got it, or somebody's struggling or something's going on. I usually don't pray for healing. I might pray for guidance. I pray for guidance for myself a lot. But I don't pray for what people want you to pray for. I pray for God's will to be done, because that is also, or whatever you believe in's will to be done. I'm just using the common terminology. It's not mine. Mine is very different, but in order for other people to understand, I use words that other people can understand. And you can listen to my labels. Fun fact, to understand those words that I just spoke. But yeah, I pray for the higher power's will to be done, because I don't pretend to know best all the time. And keeping somebody alive when they're suffering, or when tomorrow's going to bring them something even more horrific, and you're keeping them alive for selfish reasons because you want them here and you love them, but sometimes it's their time to go. And sometimes healing is the best thing for them, because maybe they needed to learn to appreciate life more. You just never know. But what's meant to be will be. And we can't pretend that we know what's best for a person all the time. So, hindsight being 2020. If you're suffering or struggling right now or going through something, understand years from now you might actually laugh at it, or use it in a fun fact. Ciao, Bellas. Fun fact number 55. Hindsight's 2020. Ciao, Bellas.